Well, g'day, and welcome back again to Zhaoqing. And today we've just been to the supermarket. We're just walking back home, but I've decided to come back. Actually, I went to a different supermarket from normal. The nearest supermarket to me is just closed down. So we've actually gone to another supermarket that I don't often go to, but well, supermarket's a supermarket. But on the way back, we're actually walking back down some streets I haven't really been down before. Spin this camera around here for you. And ahead of us here, I think, this is the hardware section. Oh, look at this on this gate here. Got a heap of adventure stuff. Oh, that's up in Qingyuan, I think, if I remember rightly. I think I was there a few years back, about 4 or 5 years back. But yeah, up ahead of us we have the sort of hardware. Actually, we're walking into it now. So we have all these little alleyways down here, all sorts of different hardware stores, which are full of all sorts of different stuff. It's really different here. I don't know, where you're watching from, what hardware stores are like, where you come from. But in Australia, generally, hardware stores are great big places, such as somewhere like Bunnings Warehouse, Home Depot. I don't know who else is still going. Mitre 10 used to be one, but they closed down years ago. But they'd have single big shops which carried everything, whether you're looking for paint or timber or tools or sandpaper or whatever you were looking for. It was all in one big store. Here it is much more, a lot more smaller type places and a lot more specialized. So in our left here we have sort of pumps, looks like welders, all that kind of thing. Over the road here we have timber, so timber boards and maybe timber sealer as opposed to paints. More looks like welding gear in here, so that's the same shop there. So yeah, it's very, very different. Instead of one big corporation taking all the money, it's lots of small family-owned type businesses, which is really good. So over on our right here, the bike go past, we have taps, we have lights, we have fans, mirrors, looks like sinks, toilets, all that kind of thing. Heading over to the left here, we have lots of pulleys, cables, some ladders in there. Next door looks like we have screws, nails, all that kind of thing. On our right here, fans, lots of fans in there. Few different power tools up the back. But yeah, everything is more individually catered to a certain type of product. So here we have a lighting store. Look at all the different sorts of lights up in there. Wow, that's a pretty big selection of lights. Which, yeah, this kind of thing I really like. I really like the idea that so here we have, let's go down this way. Here we have some sort of signs being put together on our right here. So, very interesting. So yeah, as opposed to somewhere like Australia where this whole area would be one big shop, here it is all sorts of stuff. So here we have a lot more timber on our left, all sorts of sizes. But then to go and get the joining gear to actually put, to nail your timber or screw your timber, whatever you're doing with it, you go to another shop to get that gear, which I do quite like. Yes, this is a great area to walk around in. Well, it is for me. I love coming down here and just going for a walk around, having a look at all the different shops. I quite enjoy looking at all the different tools and all the different stuff you see. It is quite a unique experience. There's not many people in here you can find that speak English. So here we actually have a metal fabricating plant, and we can see some of the stuff that they're making down here, these little trolleys and stuff like this. So all the, and then, so these here, so here we're getting cages made for your windows to keep your windows secure, so you can leave your windows open at night and not worry about people breaking in. Wooden ladders over on our left here, as well as looks like lots more screws, bolts. We've got screwdrivers and sort of hand tools up the back in the other side. It's a really interesting little area. So this, just get over the road. So this, we've got all of these different alleyways down the way here. So what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of these alleyways that we've just walked down. And they're all selling different kinds of stuff. It's really, really cool. There's no really, I haven't yet seen anything here in China that I would equate with what a hardware store in Australia would be like. The big sort of hardware shop in a huge big building containing everything you could need. It's very, very unique. Well, maybe it's not unique. Maybe it happens in lots of other places that I haven't been to, but it's not something I've seen before coming to China. So ahead of us down here is the main street. So today is the 8th of October. I don't know if we'll see another bus stop actually on the way back. Over on towards the left, when we get down to the main road, if we were to turn left, there was a bus stop down there with heaps of sort of middle school, high school age kids with their suitcases ready to get on buses up to the train station and stuff to head back to school tonight. So all our students will be on their way back. So classes start again tomorrow, so it's going to be a busy little time. Oh, here's the on this gate here, it's the same sign that we saw earlier, which I'm pretty sure that is Qingyuan, which I went up to a few years back. One of my students was finishing her studies. She'd just graduated and she was starting a job in Qingyuan. And she asked me to go over. She was going to move there a week or so before she started work. So I went over to visit with her for a week, sort of help her get settled in, help her adjust to finding her way around Qingyuan and all that sort of stuff. And we went around to a lot of different places around Qingyuan, and what was on that sign there, they've got a big skywalk up on the top of a mountain, which is very, very impressive. We got up there right as the thunderstorm hit and sort of had to be rushed away to shelter. The lightning was so close to us. I don't know if I've got any, I'm sure I must have some video or something from up there, but I don't know where it would be. I've got too much stuff. So we're back onto the main road now, heading back down towards school. So where are we? Okay, so the stadium is back up this way. We've got a bus stop just up there. We'll see if we've got another bus stop down here somewhere with all the young people heading back to their various schools around the place. Here's another of these places doing these cages for the windows. So still quite a bit of hardware stuff here as we're out on the main road. Yeah, so after the National Day holiday, everybody heading back to school, back to work tomorrow. So tomorrow will be the 9th. We've been out the last few days with the camera trying to make videos, but I've just run out of energy everywhere I've gone, so I've sort of got halfway through recording a video and going, nah, I can't be bothered. So yeah, it's been a bit, I'm a little bit weary at the moment. Too much. I think that 2 days in a row climbing all over Golden Elephant Mountain over in Zhaoqing, that killed me. So I don't know if I've posted the video since then. So yeah, we went up Golden Elephant Mountain. I can't remember what day it was. With all these holidays, I'm getting confused as to what day is what at the moment. I think it's Tuesday today, I think. Wednesday tomorrow? I can't remember. But yeah, we went up there one day, early in the National Day holiday. I think it was the 2nd of October. And met a lady up there who was actually, all the development that's going on, she was in charge of the all the development stuff that's happening. And she asked me to come back the next day and do some video stuff with the Zhaoqing media group, which I was happy to do. I really enjoyed it. Got to make a couple more contacts. Met the governor of the Zhaoqing district, which was pretty cool. He was very, very excited to see a foreigner in their part of Zhaoqing. I don't think many of us get over there terribly often. But yeah, it was very, very good. We had a good time. But it certainly wore me out. Zhaoqing tour bus. I wonder if that's filling up with students heading back somewhere. The roads will be absolutely jam-packed today. The trains will be super, super busy. Buses will be really, really busy. Everybody heading back home sort of either yesterday or today after the National Day holiday. It is a very, very busy period for travel. Unlike something like Spring Festival, which is, you know, a couple of weeks, this being only the 1 week, sort of means people are all sort of traveling on the same day. You know, it's not spread out over a few days. I remember this time last year, at the beginning of the National Day holiday, we had a, not last year, it was a couple of years ago, but coming back on the school bus. Now normally the trip from the new campus out at Dinghu back to the school here normally takes us 50 minutes to an hour. And coming back, you know, a couple of years ago, on the day before National Day holiday started, it was almost a 2.5 hour trip to get back home. It was absolutely nightmarish on the roads. It was, yeah, bizarrely busy. So I, yeah, tend to not do too much. We did try and get away this holidays. I've mentioned we were going to try and get over to Xiamen, have a look over there, but getting a train back was just impossible. We got invited to go over to Guangxi, but the lady I know who was over there, she's gone over. So Elva works as a tour guide. She's been in Sri Lanka for the last 6 months or so, working in Sri Lanka sort of as a tour guide for Chinese tourists. And she came back, so she lives here in Zhaoqing, but she's from Guangxi province, Hezhou. And so she had to go back over and pick her car up from her hometown. And she, yeah, she messaged me and said, oh, would you like to come over? And I said, when are you coming back? She said, I'm not coming back on the 9th, which the 9th, I'm back in classes on the 9th, so I couldn't do it. I had to be back here on the 8th, and I just, yeah, same problem. Can't get a guaranteed train back. You can get on standby for trains and stuff, but it's so busy. Here we have a heap of air conditioning stuff. So I think this is all reconditioned stuff. They've got fridges, all sorts of other stuff in the back there. They get hold of second-hand stuff, recondition them, and sell them off cheaper. It's very rare that I walk down this side of the road. Actually, it's yeah, I'm normally over the other side. I don't really see a lot of businesses over this side of the road. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back to classes. The National Day holiday is a bit of a pain, really. You know, get back to school, get back to classes after a long summer holiday, work for 2 weeks, and then we've got another week off. It's like, oh, just let me go back to work. Let me do what I like doing. But it's probably good for the students, especially new students in a school. So, you know, whether they're new students in a high school where they're boarding, or as in with our college, you know, they come away from their families for a couple of weeks, and then get to go back home for a week. So it's probably a really, really good thing for the students. I have no doubt that they are very appreciative of getting to go back home before they get too seasick, and sort of just ease their way into being in another place, new environment, new people around them. All right, traffic lights again. There we go. Oh, that's funny. The bike that just rode past, a young girl on the back of there, she's still looking back at me. She'll look back at me, and then she leans over her mum's shoulder to talk to her mum, and I can already guess, oh mum, it's a foreigner, it's a foreigner. They are funny. So on our left here we have the Zhaoqing Water Authority people. So here we have City Water Supply Water Quality Monitoring Net of Guangdong Province, and this water authority goes way down here, and they've also got offices over the other side of the road over here as well. So it's a very, very, what are they? Zhaoqing Water Group, that's the name of them. They go right back in there, long way back. I don't know anybody that works in there. I'd like to get in there and learn a bit more about what they do. But still going. So where these flags are here, they go right down to the end of where these flags are. It's a huge, big operation here. Don't know how many people would work in there, but I'm guessing it's quite a few. So this building down here in front of us is still part of the Zhaoqing Water Group. It's big, big, big building. Oh, I should check my phone actually. We have a couple of parcels in the process of being delivered that we've ordered on Taobao. So we have a couple of shirts that I bought and guitar strings for my guitar. Need new strings on my guitar. They're getting very, very old. So we have another school down this way. I think it's a primary school down that road, down around the corner. And then just up ahead of us, a tall building we can see through the trees there is our school. So we're going to finish up there. It's just a quick little walk on our way home here today, just to give you a little look around. And just because I haven't done a video in a few days, I figured it was about time I pulled my finger out and did a bit of work for you. So yeah, thanks for watching everybody. Like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. If you have any questions, comments, hit us up down in the comments section down the bottom. Facebook, a Scott in China, come and join the group. Lots of stuff being shared there every day, well, most days. And as always, if there's anything you'd like to know about life here in China, in Guangdong, especially here in Zhaoqing, again, down in the comment section, hit us up. If you come up with a good idea for a video, we'll go do the work, do the research, make a video just for you. But for now, thanks for watching everybody. Stay safe. We'll see you all in the next one. Cheers.